Welcome to the 7th edition of ESB Outspoken on Facebook Live with Angela and Richard Schell.
Hey, how are you guys doing? As you know, ESB Outspoken is a platform in which we address one question each week from speakers, event planners, and other people within the industry about topics in which they have an interest or want just better clarity. And today we have a question from Mike.
Mike Pierce, also known as Antarctic Mike, sent this in for us. So thanks, Mike. For relatively newer speakers or ones new to the business, how do you suggest they try to grow their business via bureaus without being pushy or annoying? Wow, what a good question.
Really good question. And by the way, it seems like every time you guys ask a question, I say it's a really good question, but it is a good question. It's very appropriate to what goes on with us every single day. We at Executive Speakers Bureau receive somewhere around 1,000 new requests from speakers each year. So it's overwhelming. So it's very important, because we can't see even a fraction of those. It's very important to differentiate yourself. So in order to do that, we have some tips. Yes. And I will talk about the first one. Okay. And really the first one is bring us business. Bring us some business. Now you can bring us an almost closed deal or a closed deal. That's great because it brings us revenue, but more importantly, it gives us the opportunity to work with you
and get to know you.
And get great feedback from a client. So it's very, very important. And second thing?
Second tip I have is, if you know of a speaker or a client that we work with a lot, have them make an introduction. If you reach out to one of the speakers that we work with all the time, and just ask them if they'll send a quick email in, make that introduction. That's huge for us. It just makes you stand apart. And if it's somebody that we respect in the industry and they're saying, hey Angela, I know that you should look at Mike, he'd be a great fit for you, that goes a long way. And also clients, if it's a client that we work with and you've been in touch with, or maybe you've spoken at their same event, ask them if they'll make that introduction. Because obviously if it's a client coming to us and saying, you need to take a look at Mike, we are going to pay attention. So great way to do it.
Absolutely. And the third thing you need to do is bring press to us. Get us in the press. It is great. If you have a connection with a magazine or an online newspaper or something like that, if you can have us featured in an article or interviewed in an article, that is great for us because it brings us a lot of additional exposure. We've had a number of speakers do that, and it has been highly effective, and we absolutely love it.
Yeah, and again, it's standing out and being different. If there's if you know that there's 1,000 speakers coming to us, you've got to do something to be different. I mean, I know one of my favorite things, Josh Linkner, when he first got to know us, he sent us a guitar. Came to us in the mail, big box. It was kind of exciting and cool. I opened it. Of course, I called him right away. Couldn't wait to get to know him. And it was a neat tie-in because his presentation includes music and talks about creativity. So it just was a great tie-in. And of course, I picked up the phone right away. So
yeah, Josh is good at giving gifts.
He's a good way. He's good at that. He's good at that. But also, once you do send information in to us, be sure it's all complete. I mean, don't just say, go look at our website. We want all the information. We want your biography, your video clip of you speaking to an audience, speech topics, fee range, everything. Have it all in one place. So if we get excited and we do want to put you on our site, we have everything we need and it's easy to upload.
Fantastic, fantastic. So in all these things that we just mentioned, understand you just really need to stand out from the rest of the crowd and you be outspoken. To get more tips and see more videos, you can click on the logo in the corner and subscribe to our YouTube channel.